It is a deadly conflict that's increasingly dividing parts of this country. Pro-Palestine marches are a regular Saturday fixture, and while most are peaceful, the Prime Minister says extremists are using the issue to target communities and our democracy.
Anti-Semitism is a huge problem that's happening, as is Islamophobia, and I think any hate rhetoric is designed to divide those communities.
I think that a lot of this rhetoric around extremism is actually encouraged by some of the policies and some of the language that's used to pitch people against each other. We are all actually pro-peace human beings.
The vast majority of protests are, of course, peaceful, but you are getting an MP elected and MPs facing death threats over what's happening in Israel and Gaza. And with an election just months away, this issue is becoming ever more central in British politics.
Rishi Sunak's call for unity last night comes after a difficult few weeks, with the conflict impacting votes in Parliament and security concerns in the community. Earlier this week, the Prime Minister announced an extra £54 million security package for Jewish schools, synagogues and other community centres. It's after a record 4,103 anti-Semitic incidents were reported in the UK last year, the highest total ever in a single calendar year, and an increase of 147% compared with 2022.
Thank you.
London's Maire Sadiq Khan, who himself has been at the centre of a recent race row, addressed the issue today.
What we're witnessing is a concerted and growing attempt by some to degrade and humiliate minorities for political and electoral gain. As the poison of anti-Semitism and the poison of Islamophobia continues to infect our politics, now more than ever, we need to display our best values rather than our worst fears.
In the Exchange Hall market in Bristol, Nick has run his stall for the past 30 years. He feels hearing all sides of the argument remains vital to our democracy.
There are big issues which actually split people up. And they do. That doesn't mean you're personally against another person. It's just you're expressing opinion. Don't start listening to people's viewpoints. That's where divisiveness and the breakdown in society will come from.
The impact in the UK of the ongoing bloodshed in the Middle East is complicated. There is political capital at stake in a likely election year, alongside genuine fear for the safety of politicians, the public and the democratic system. What is clear is that the conflict is becoming an ever-growing backdrop to British politics. Dan Whitehead, Sky News in Bristol.